Hello, I just woke up and I actually skipped school today. Because of reasons I'm about to talk about actually, but I don't think I've ever been worse since I came here to Japan than now because God. I don't know if I've talked about my school enough, but I think it's very telling the gaps between my uploads. I think it's very telling that I am very fucking busy, right? I have not been able to upload as much as I've wanted. I've wanted to upload, but I haven't had the time. I think it's very telling why. School. Ever since I came here to this school, I have been so busy out of my fucking mind. I have never been this busy before, not even in the Philippines. I quite literally go to school, I study for 7 hours, and then I get home and I study again until it's time to sleep. I have had no time to myself. Not even on the weekends. Most of the time, I have shit to do on Saturday that is related to school, and then I have Japanese classes on Sunday. So I quite literally am going to school for 7 days a week, every week, almost every week. Not to mention, there's so many things I wanted to do in the school. I chose this school. I chose this school because I wanted to do so many things in this school. Like, make friends, join clubs, do what is it called? School activities. I wanted to do so much. But because of how fucking busy I am, I have not been able to join the club I was so sure on joining before I even joined this school, before I even started this school. I was so adamant on joining a club. But I can't. Because I have to fucking study. I have to study every fucking second of my life. 2. Friends? I don't have any. I don't have any fucking friends. It's actually so alienating. I don't know. I always call myself an introvert, but I cannot stand a single day without talking to anyone. I cannot do that shit. That makes me go crazy. That stuff makes me go crazy. Not being able to talk to anyone for a day, it makes me want to, And that has been quite literally my life since I joined this fucking school. I don't have any friends. I legitimately don't. I talk about my friend group or like a friend I have. They don't talk to me. They don't talk to me unless I go up to them and try to start a conversation with them. But 9 times out of 10, that conversation is the only conversation we'll have. And that's in quotation marks. Quote, conversation. Because after that, I feel like shit. And I don't want to talk to them anymore. Because the way that they talk to me feels like they don't want to talk to me. And it makes sense. Who would want to talk to somebody who doesn't know how to talk to you? Right? So I can't even blame them. But the fact that nobody wants to talk to me, oh my god. Even if I try to approach people, and trust me, I do. I try to approach people. They don't even notice I'm there. There's this one time I fucking approached a group and then something made them so they made a joke and then I laughed. And then they fucking got surprised by me because I laughed. And he didn't notice I was there. But anyways, I'm taking too much time. I was actually going to talk about something else. I wasn't just going to vent. So these concerns, well, it wasn't really my choice because my mom kind of made me tell her about it. But I told my mom about this. And now the whole family is like conspirizing or just thinking of what to do next. I have 3 options. 1, I go back to the Philippines. The pros to this, right? There's pros and cons to each of this. I'm gonna discuss them. Pros for going back to the Philippines, I won't have to fucking struggle this much in school anymore. Because I'm smart. I don't study. When I was in the Philippines, I don't fucking study. I don't do that. And I still get good grades. And another pro is that I won't have to struggle trying to talk to anybody anymore because I know how to talk. I know how to interact with people. I know how to socialize. And apparently in Japan, I am just fucking fucked in that aspect. everything I've ever learned, and I've learned. This did not come naturally to me. Socializing did not come natural to me. I am not a natural extrovert. I mask, and I learn how to mask. And that's what made me so good at socializing, because I learned. And you're telling me I'm gonna have to do all of that all over again here in Japan? Fuck no. That's the Philippines. It's so fucking easy. The cons? If I go back to the Philippines, I'm gonna have to go back all the way to grade 9. Right now, I'm supposed to be in grade 11. But because apparently my studies here in Japan isn't fucking registered for some reason. So if I go back to the Philippines, I'm gonna have to go back all the way to fucking grade 9 because my studies wasn't fucking registered. Are you fucking kidding me? I haven't studied this hard since I was born, and you're telling me my studies aren't fucking registered. I don't like that. Another con is that I'm gonna have to study in this really rural area, really small place, really not big place, and I don't like that. I don't want to study in a small school because I'm planning to go abroad, and if I'm planning to go abroad, I want to study in a big school. Okay. My second option, I go to an international school. The pros to this, English. I can speak English. I can fucking speak English. And I can finally make friends. If I go to an international school, okay, I can finally fucking make friends. Right? Cons, fucking expensive. It's fucking not, it's not realistic that I'm gonna go to an international school. It's not in the bag, it's not sure. There's this international school that's really fucking cheaper than most international schools. Guess what they said to us? We called them and inquired and said would we be able to transfer to this school in the middle of the year? It's not even in the middle of the year, it's barely been 2 fucking months. They said, no. So fuck, And this cheap school was my second option when I was picking schools. It was either that school or this school, and I picked this fucking school, this godforsaken school, and I regret it so fucking much. I think I'm gonna cry. Okay, I think I'm gonna cry because I could have had paradise if I picked that school. I could have been so happy. Everyone I trusted was telling me to go there, but everyone around me, all the adults in my life were like, no, you should go to this school because you have many opportunities if you go to this school. They made the international school sound so bad, and I only just 2 days ago researched about the international school. It also has the same amount of opportunities for me. They fucking lied to me. They basically fucking lied to me. Lied to my face. So, my third option is to stay in this school that I'm in currently. I think you already know the cons and the pros. The pros is, I guess I could say that I did it, or I finished in a full Japanese school and I was so good at it and I was able to do it. That's literally it. Because tell me, what is the point of me going to a full Japanese school if I'm not, and learning in Japanese, if I'm not gonna stay in Japan? I'm not staying here. I'm not gonna do college here. I might, but I'm probably gonna go to an international college, not a Japanese college. What am I doing here? What is the point of me doing all this? I'm not staying here. I am not staying here. I'm gonna go abroad. So what's the point of me learning all this Japanese? There's no point. There's no fucking point. If I stay in this school any longer, I'm actually gonna go batshit fucking insane. And I'm already crazy. I was skipping school. I've been skipping school a lot because of this fucking development. And so when I went to school on one day and was I told my grandma can I just stay, can I just go to school and then leave at around lunchtime? And she said, yes, okay, I'll tell your teachers. That day, before I went home, my homeroom teacher pulled me aside and was like, listen, what's wrong? She clocked me so hard. And my guardians didn't even talk to her about my situation yet. So she literally just sensed it. But she was like, what's wrong? And like, if you keep absenting, you really aren't gonna learn any Japanese, blah blah blah. And that part kind of pissed me off because the whole reason I'm absent, I skip school is because I'm so fucking tired of learning Japanese. But she doesn't know that, so anyways. And she was basically telling me how like she had a Filipino classmate back in high school, and when she finished high school, a full Japanese high school, she went back to the Philippines and studied there. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Like, I could just fully go back to the Philippines after. Because I've always been so set on going, like, to America or some shit. But, like, is it really that realistic? I don't know. But anyways. And then yesterday, the whole reason why I'm absent today is because yesterday, that's when shit really hit the boat. Or fucking whatever the phrase is called. I couldn't do it. I was like, ever since my teacher pulled me inside and talked to me, I was like, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, and also my teacher tried to set me up with someone in the other class. She said she was Filipino, and I was like, oh my god, there was a Filipino in A class, and you guys didn't tell me, but apparently no, she's Indonesian. She just made a mistake, but she was like, her Japanese is also really bad, and maybe if you guys talk, you can be friends. I was like, oh my god, I wonder who this mystery girl is. And then I started thinking more about it. Who looks Indonesian in that class? And then I clocked, wait, is it that girl? And that girl that I'm talking about, she's not bad at Japanese. She knows how to speak to people. She has made so many friends. Every time I see her, she's with a new person and talking with them and smiling with them. What do you mean she's bad at Japanese? What do you mean you're setting me up with her? She already has friends. That pissed me off. And then I eventually learned, yeah, they were talking about that girl. And then yesterday, sorry, I'm straying away from the topic, but yesterday I was like, since that talk with my teacher, I was like, I'm not gonna skip school anymore. I'm not gonna be absent anymore because I can do this, right? Wrong. Every break is 10 minutes. Every break we have after classes is 10 minutes. Tell me why those 10 minutes feels like an hour, because for 10 minutes I have to watch everybody talk to each other, everybody laugh and have fun with each other, and I'm just sitting there like a fucking idiot in my chair. And I'm not just watching, I'm hearing. Everybody is so happy. Oh, I could just try to join in. I'm tired of being the one approaching and then being ignored in the process. I'm fucking tired. I don't want to do that shit anymore. And so I actually vented a lot about it and to my mom and my friend Poi, if you guys remember her. I was like, it feels like I have my own fucking hell in my own mind, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, yesterday was so bad. I had to go home early. It wasn't even lunchtime yet, and I literally went to my teacher. I was like, can I go home? Can I go home? No, actually, I said that my head hurt and my body was weak and that I couldn't do school anymore, and that's why I was sent home. And then my guardians actually had plans to visit the school today, that day. They had like plans to visit the school, and so when when they went there, they talked to my teacher and basically told, without my consent by the way, told her everything that's been happening with me, how studies are fucking killing me and the environment and I have no friends, shit like that. So we have a meeting. We have a meeting on the 13th, next week of Friday. I don't know what we'll talk about, but apparently we have a meeting after school. I don't know if I'm gonna go to school anymore. I legit don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I don't want to go to school tomorrow. Or on Monday, or on Tuesday, or ever. So, yeah. That's what's been happening with me. You know how my recording limits is usually just 10 minutes? It's been 20. I've been wanting to talk about this for like a week now. And this is the only time I've been able to, because I skipped school today. And I did it right when I woke up, so that like other tasks wouldn't like tire me and then I can't record after everything. like after doing stuff. Anyways, I hope you all are doing well. Sorry for the lack of uploads. I really do want to upload. I have so much to talk about, but I hope you all are doing well. I guess I'll see you all in the next one, and I hope you have a good night or day. Yay.